Q4070. Preferred IF are routes beginning with a fix indicate that departing aircraft will normally be routed to the fix by A. The established airways between the departure airport and the fix. B. An instrument departure procedure, DP, or radar vectors. C. Direct route only. The correct answer is B. When a preferred IF or route begins with a fix, the typical procedure is for departing aircraft to be routed to that fix using an instrument departure procedure, DP, or radar vectors. An instrument departure procedure provides specific instructions and routing for aircraft departing from an airport, guiding them to join airways or other segments of the route. Radar vectors, on the other hand, involve air traffic control providing direct heading and altitude instructions to guide the aircraft to the fix. While established airways may be used as part of the routing, the initial guidance to the fix is usually facilitated through instrument departure procedures or radar vectors. These methods ensure safe and efficient departure and transition to the filed IF or route. 4761. What point at the destination should be used to compute estimated time en route on an IF or flight plan? A. The final approach fix on the expected instrument approach. B. The initial approach fix on the expected instrument approach. C. The point of first intended landing. The correct answer is C. When filing an IF or flight plan, the estimated time en route, ETE, is calculated based on the point of first intended landing at the destination airport. This is the point where you expect to land and complete your flight. It is typically the threshold of the runway or a specified point on the airport. Using the point of first intended landing ensures that the ETE accounts for the entire flight, including any anticipated approach and landing procedures. It helps in determining the fuel requirements and overall flight planning for the IF or flight. 4085-1. For aircraft other than helicopters, what forecast weather minimums are required to list an airport as an alternate on an IF or flight plan if the airport has VOR approach only? A. Ceiling and visibility at ETA 800 feet and 2 miles, respectively. B. Ceiling and visibility from 2 hours before until 2 hours after ETA 800 feet and 2 miles, respectively. C. Ceiling and visibility at ETA 600 feet and 2 miles, respectively. The correct answer is A. When selecting an airport as an alternate on an IF or flight plan, certain weather minimums must be met. If the airport has a VOR approach as the only published approach procedure, the minimums for the forecasted ceiling and visibility at the estimated time of arrival, ETA, should be 800 feet and 2 miles, respectively. These minimums ensure that the weather conditions are suitable for the aircraft to safely execute the approach and landing at the alternate airport. 4087-1. For aircraft other than helicopters, what minimum weather conditions must be forecast for your ETA at an alternate airport that has a precision approach procedure with standard alternate minimum is, in order to list it as an alternate for the IF or flight? A. 600-foot ceiling and 2 SM visibility at your ETA. B. 600-foot ceiling and 2 SM visibility from 2 hours before low 2 hours after your ETA. C. 800-foot ceiling and D2 SM visibility at your ETA. The correct answer is A. An alternate airport with a precision approach can be used only if the current weather conditions indicate that at the ETA the alternate airport ceiling is at least 600 feet and the visibility is at least 2 SM. 4083-1. For aircraft other than helicopters, what minimum conditions must exist at the destination airport to avoid listing an alternate airport on an IF or flight plan when a standard IAP is available? A. From 2 hours before to 2 hours after ETA, forecast ceiling 2000, and visibility 2 and 1 by 2 miles. B. From 2 hours before to 2 hours after ETA, forecast ceiling 3,000 and visibility 3 miles. C. From T hour before to T hour after ETA, forecast ceiling 2,000 and visibility 3 miles. The correct answer is C. If the destination airport has a standard IAP available, the weather conditions must meet or exceed the specified minimums to avoid listing an alternate airport. In this case, the minimum forecasted weather conditions required at the destination airport within the specified time frame are a ceiling of 2,000 feet and visibility of 3 miles. These conditions ensure that there is sufficient visibility and ceiling for the aircraft to safely execute the instrument approach procedure and complete the landing at the destination airport.